Hey guys, today I thought I would do a book review, my very first one on my channel. I've done them before on my blog, but obviously this is the first one on my channel. I'll probably do a blog post about it as well that I'll link down below. I am going to be reviewing Defy by Sarah B. Larson. So this book, I heard of it a couple of months ago actually, and I kind of had it like just up on the internet, just like, oh, maybe I'll order it, or you know, maybe I'll go buy it. But every time I went to buy it at Barnes & Noble, it was out, and I just really never ordered it online because I wasn't like that interested in it. But I finally decided to order it because I did a big order of books, and I am really glad that I did. So the basic premise of it is there's these two twins, and they live in kind of like what our equivalent to like the 1600s probably would be, but there's a war going on between their kingdom of Antian and then another kingdom. And so these two twins, their town gets attacked when they're about 12 years old, and their parents end up dying, so they're orphans. So the king's men kind of gathers up all the orphans from each of the towns that's been attacked. So the two twins, there's Alexa and Marcel, and they are obviously fraternal twins because there's a boy and a girl. But in order to protect Alexa, Marcel cuts off her hair and says that her name is Alex, and they are really identical twins, and they're both boys. Since she does look a lot like him, I mean, they're only like 12, 13, 14 in that age, they can kind of pull it off. But the girls, they send them to breeding houses, and they kind of just, they get thrown away, and they're just really like child bearers, and they just kind of raise like the boys to become soldiers. So he didn't want his sister to go through that, and she was the best fighter in their town, even though she's a girl. So he thought, well, let's chop her hair off, and she's now a boy. And so I think it's about 3 years later is where this book kind of picks up at. And they are now actually part of the Prince's Guard of Prince Damien. So this book is just about what they're going through, and Prince Damien is kind of the typical, oh, snotty prince and royal, and he knows he's royal, and he's definitely using it up to his advantage. And the king is horrible, and he's a big tyrant. That's a big theme in the book. There's kind of a love triangle with Prince Damien, Alexa, and Rylan, so that's kind of interesting as you go through it, because you come to find out that Prince Damien isn't what he seems, and he's actually kind of a good guy. It's like a struggle with herself, and the whole book is kind of like accepting who you really are and not having to show like a image of who you're not. And it's kind of like shows that if you pretend to be somebody you're not for so long, you kind of forget how to be yourself. And it just kind of shows that, you know, being yourself can actually get you pretty far. And so yeah, that's kind of a major theme in the book, but I just love this book so much. There was a lot of suspense, and just obviously the romance in it was pretty good, and it wasn't ever cheesy in any spots. And I know that it can kind of get that way with sorcerers and, you know, a war between two kingdoms and a love triangle. I mean, it had the potential to be quite cheesy, but it never really went there, and it was just a really good read, and I couldn't put it down. I love how Sarah B. Larson writes. She writes very well. Yeah, it was a really good book, and I definitely recommend it for anybody who loves like fantasy or adventure books, or even if you don't, I mean, it's a really good read. I definitely recommend it, and I give it 2 thumbs up and 5 stars. The sequel isn't coming out until January. I thought it was already out, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna order the second one and read it, but no, it's not out. It's not out till January, so that was quite sad for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos if you would like to see them. In the down bar, I'll leave all my links to my blog, Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff like that, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!